What's going on, everybody? Cigar Titan here once again with my good friend Brother Stogie. Say hello to the people. So Brother Stogie, we're going to do something a little different today. Oftentimes you and I get comments through Instagram, we get the occasional comment through Facebook, and sometimes we get comments on YouTube about, you know, how are you guys growing your YouTube channel?
Right.
And so we thought we would take a little bit of time today to kind of talk about some of the things that we've done that have worked for us and things that we think can help people out there who are looking to start a YouTube channel themselves.
Exactly. So remember, you said what have worked for us. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? This is not a book that we bought in the store. It's kind of like what we've gone through since
Trial and error.
Trial and error since we began this journey. So that's what we're going to share for y'all today.
Yep, and no hashtag humble brag or anything here. We obviously realize how many subscribers we have right now. This isn't coming from a position of somebody who's got 100,000 or 1 million subscribers. We're simply talking about the growth and the things and the tactics that we've utilized over the last 2 years, like you said, that worked for us.
Nah, but people want to know. You know, people literally want to know, and our purpose is to grow the community.
Yep.
So how can we grow the community if we're not helping people that aren't doing this already do it with the community?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You ready to get started?
Let's give it to them.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. So like we said at the beginning of the episode, this episode we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about, you know, the things that have worked for us on YouTube, the things that we think might benefit those out there who may be looking to start, you know, maybe it's a cigar review channel, or, you know, it could be anything really for that matter.
Or a community cigar review channel. And
Sure.
you kind of wonder what that even sounds like.
Maybe it's not even cigars. Who the hell knows?
You know, a channel period. Shit, you want to do a channel about your favorite fans for the summertime.
That's right.
This is what it's about, man. Come on.
So, Brother, so before we get started, we got a couple nice little treats here on the table.
Right?
Want to talk a little bit about what we got?
Yeah, man. So we told y'all, I think it was the last video or the video before, that we was going to get some merchandise on the table from no other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That's right.
So I'm assuming none of y'all knew who he was personally, because I didn't get no DMs or messages saying, "Hey, fellas, thank you for bringing the alcohol on the show. I'll see y'all soon." But we still trying. But thank you anyway for even listening to that request. But yes, we have his tequila that he his brand tequila that he represents and he sponsors, and we have both of them here, both the Reposado and the Blanco. And we gonna sip on both of them.
That's right.
Are we gonna sip past, or are we just gonna drink our own glass?
I think we're gonna drink our own glasses.
Okay.
I don't want to share my tequila. I'm pretty excited about this, though. I have not had tequila.
Little bromance on camera, bro. But here, take a sip.
Actually, I take that back. I'm good.
I'm gonna take a sip on camera, bro.
I'm gonna take a sip. I'll save that stuff for after we get off camera. So let's get these poured. I'll start off with the Blanco.
Okay, and this is the Reposado.
And like I said, this is the Terramana.
Oh, almost. Let's see. Okay, that's enough. All right.
Oh, that smells good.
So this is the Reposado. This is the Terramana small batch tequila. The Rock, if you can explain or come on the show and explain what these numbers mean, we would appreciate it.
I'm gonna actually leave the top off because this is,
let's see,
expanded since I took it out, so it's a little bit harder to put back in there.
Made in Mexico, is gluten-free, 100% puro de agave. That means it's pure agave. Okay.
Almost like a hint of like a natural lime taste. And I'm not by any means the tequila expert here.
Not neither one of us.
But I do enjoy tequila, and I am very much of the mindset that tequila is not one of those things that you should be taking in shots. You should be sipping it and enjoying it to actually get the taste, much like we do with our whiskeys.
Or, you know what I'm saying, you can do what I thought about doing today, is going to get like a medicine ball from Starbucks, which has like tea and honey and all that stuff in it,
right.
And make like a hot toddy out of the tequila.
I think the Blanco would be good in that.
That's what I thought. What we smoking tonight though? Oh man, shit.
Tonight I've got the Kintsugi. I haven't actually had this one before. I think this was a cigar that came in one of the luxury cigar club
It was.
boxes. What about you?
This is actually the Cameroon selection. You know,
Okay.
as we ending Black History Month
That's right,
now
that's
in
right.
March. This is a Cameroon selection of the Box Press New World AJ Fernandez.
Okay. So, Brother Stogie, talking a little bit about starting a YouTube channel. This idea of ours started roughly about 2 years ago when we decided that we were going to take a camera and just turn around, point it on us, and capture the shenanigans that we usually partake in when we're sitting in here in the Stogie Den, and decided to put it all on YouTube. And so I think one of the first things that's important for any new YouTuber out there who's looking to really get into this to figure out is what kind of niche do you want to be in? Because you can't really be the jack of all trades on YouTube and
Right.
expect to find a following. You really want to narrow in and target what your audience is going to be and specifically go after that.
Right. So you're gonna need niche, with the accent on the E, right? What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Niche. Pick a category on what you want to do your YouTube off of. You know, so pick one or two. But like you said, you can't be all over the place. Like you can't have a channel about building dressers, but you also doing garden tips on how to prune your roses as well.
Right.
You know, because when you get into things called, the algorithms, you know what I'm saying? You got to have something for YouTube to focus on. So pick your niche, pick your category in which you want to, build your sudden knowledge, not expertise, because we're not experts at this, you know what I'm saying? We're just two dudes in the garage who enjoy smoking cigars and, and talking shit, So pick that.
Yeah, and I think that, having, like, when I look for a YouTube channel myself, when I decide I'm going to subscribe to a YouTube channel, it's usually for a specific reason, and it usually has to do with what that particular YouTuber specializes in,
Right.
be it, video editing, because I didn't know diddly squat about video editing prior to doing YouTube, and so I decided I'd follow a couple of the big names out there, and they do tutorials and things like that. But it was a specific niche. I've got a couple of cigar guys that I follow as well, because I value their opinion. When they do cigar reviews, I think they've got very well-versed palates, and they can pull out flavors very well on a cigar, and so I follow them.
Right, and we have different things that we watch on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So me, I found dudes that know how to use the Weber kettle grills.
Right.
Who know how to smoke meats as far as barbecue is concerned, and they, further my knowledge on that. I watch cigar dudes too, but we do this. So I don't watch them too much. I just kind of watch, see what everybody's doing, see what the topic is of the day. But I watch cooking is what I watch my YouTube videos on. And street fights.
Street fights, of course, because why wouldn't you?
Out left field. That shit goes.
So, Brother Stogie, I think the next important thing to mention when considering starting a YouTube channel is this is by far a marathon and not a sprint.
Yeah, man, you can't. Let's see. So take it from us. When we got into this, we literally just thought of this as a hobby. You know what I'm saying? Just something fun we could do instead of doing this in front of the TV, watching TV. We could just be on TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at no point did we think that we were getting ready to be the next Brian Glenn.
Right.
By
Jeremy Sires.
within 2 months.
Right.
You got to be realistic. People have to be able to even know your channel even exists, and after that, even know what you to even spend time to even know what you're even talking about. That's gonna take some time.
Yep. And I think, if you watch other YouTubers talk about how to grow their YouTube channels or how to grow your YouTube channel, I think one of the basic rules out there is really to give it at least 2 years. Give it 2 years, kind of measure your growth around that time period, see how you're doing. Like when you start off, it's a slow grind. I think by the second video that you and I shot, I think we had, if I'm not mistaken, 37 subscribers. I'm up to a whole 35 subscribers.
Oh, that's nice. Right.
Because I remember commenting on the video, hey, I got a whole 37 subscribers.
And the channel started to be just his.
Right.
It was, something I was going to support him on, and it was going to be his channel. And then after we kind of figured out, hey, man, like,
there's something here.
We probably could do something. Then we jumped in there.
Yeah, and it takes a little while to find your groove. It takes a while for your name to get out there. Another thing that when I'm considering actually hitting that subscribe button to a YouTube channel, one of the things I do is I look to see just how many videos and how much content somebody has actually produced in the past. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna go back and watch all of these videos that they've done on YouTube, but, and this kind of leads me into the next thing, it does tell me that this person's committed to whatever they're doing. I don't want to subscribe to a channel that's going to be dead in a week or 2 weeks or a month or whatever. I want to know that if I'm investing my time into somebody and watching their content and making comments, you know, on their videos and stuff like that, that these people are going to be around for the long run. They're not just in it for a quick fix.
Right. And so, and that kind of brings me to my next thing. You know what I'm saying? When people are looking for channels, they're looking for channels that are relatable to them. You know what I'm saying? But you got two different but the same guys right here. You know what I'm saying? But we both know that different subscribers might not necessarily be here for both of us. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to come over here and just watch me because of my slang talk and sometimes my elaborate big words. You know what I'm saying? So, but we know that. But you want to make your channel relatable. Pay attention to who you want to target, the audience that you want to target within YouTube, and focus on that. And most important part of that about being relatable is being yourself.
Yep.
Please, we cannot express more how important it is to be yourself, because I have noticed watching other channels when people are just trying to like be like other YouTubers, they haven't quite found their identity of who they are in the channel because they're trying to be someone who they're not. Just be yourself.
Yeah, and that eventually comes through. You know, when you first start off, if you've got no experience behind a camera, or for that matter, in front of a camera, you know, you come across, I think if you look at some of our earlier videos, at least, you know, speaking for myself, they come across very stiff and very rigid and rehearsed.
Mine too. Very slow. Like we were scared to talk. We showed no comfort in what we were talking about. But once we found our groove, we found our groove.
That was the biggest thing. I think in the beginning, if you remember, we were really like writing down and sketching out a lot of our episodes, almost like for exactly what we were going to say. It was almost like a script.
You were.
You know, and it came across very rehearsed in the videos. And it wasn't until we said, you know what, let's ditch the script. Let's just focus on a couple of key bullet points for topics for the video, and then just let the chemistry and the charisma between us work for us on camera, that things really started to come together.
And that's when we noticed that people enjoyed listening to us talk.
Yeah,
the way we talk, the way we talk normally, people enjoy that. So that made it easier for it, because there's been plenty of times we came over here to shoot a video, and we're like, "Hey, Brother Stogie, what we talking about tonight?" I don't know. What, to turn the camera on? We'll just do something.
And we've done that quite a few times. And some of those videos, quite honestly, have turned out to be some of our most watched videos on the channel.
That's true.
You know, it's the ones that came across unscripted, and we put that together, and it's like, oh shit, this thing's this thing's growing. Okay, well, good. And that kind of goes into the next thing, which is, you know, don't get discouraged and give up, and just give up after a couple of months. So, you know, if you're doing this, if you've been doing the YouTube thing for a long time, and it's just, you know, you're not seeing the kind of growth that you think you should be seeing, then reevaluate what it is you're doing. Take a step back, reevaluate what you're doing, and don't be afraid to pivot and change. Maybe it's changing the context of your videos. Maybe it's changing your focus or your niche of the videos and looking to maybe capture a broader audience. We realized getting into this, Brother Stogie, that neither one of us were going to get rich off of making YouTube videos, especially since we were doing it about kind of cigars, you know, alcohol and lifestyle.
It wasn't our plan to get rich. It was our plan is to get in front of the camera and have fun.
Right. And when you're talking about cigars and things like that, that niche is relatively small, you know, speaking in terms of, you know, what the YouTube audience is out there. I mean, I've seen some YouTube videos where they've got like 3 videos and it's a cute girl and she's got like 40,000 subscribers and she's literally got like 3 videos on her YouTube channel, you know? So don't be discouraged by all that. Stick with it if you're in it for the long haul. You know, don't give up. Find something that works for you. Don't be afraid to step back, reevaluate what it is that you're doing, because we're doing that almost every video.
Pretty much.
You know, we're looking at this going, what could we have done better? What should we do next? What do we think the community wants to see? Don't ever start off a YouTube channel for the wrong reasons. I mean, if you're starting this off with the intention of just getting some free stuff, that may or may not happen, but that is typically not the recipe for a YouTube channel with longevity. And this can sometimes feel like work. I mean, you know, Brother Stogie and I both have full-time jobs, and you know, during the week, we're grinding away. When we're done with our jobs, we're grinding away on our own personal business and our own thing. And so, if you're not ready for that, then I would say hold off.
Right.
Wait until you've kind of figured out your schedule and how much time you've got to invest in something like this, and then consider starting the channel. But don't do it for the wrong reasons. Don't get in here and go, I just want some free cigars, so I'm going to start.
Because this is dedication.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? You've had to put a few frowns on a few people's faces because the time has to be dedicated to cigar tightness. You know what I'm saying? I've had to explain numerous of times to my wife that, hey, I gotta go film a video. You know,
I'm pay for this
I'm
later.
only gonna be gone for a little
watches
bit,
these
babe.
videos.
Hey, babe, hey, I'll be back, okay? I'll wash dishes when I get home, right? I gotta film this video. You know what I'm saying? So it's some dedication to this that goes with this thing. So keep that in mind, y'all. But you know, now since you know, we got there,
right?
People waiting on you to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're waiting on you. And what he gonna talk about is the technical stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because he my geek man. You know what I'm saying? If Cigar Titan needed IT and I had another one of him, I would call him to handle the IT stuff. So, algorithms.
So algorithms are incredibly important when it comes to YouTube. And it really has to do with two things. It's really how you name your video and how much of a click rate you get with likes and things like that. The more people that actually like a video, the YouTube algorithm recognize, hey, these people are liking this video, and so it has a tendency to push that video up to the top. So one of the things that Brother Stogie and I had gotten questions on a lot last year, as a matter of fact, because that's really when we started to hit our little growth spurt last year, was, hey, what are you guys doing to grow your channel? And it wasn't, we're not paying for subscribers or anything like that. You can take a look. You know, we've got a lot of positive engagement from the community down below. Had nothing to do with that. It really had to do with focusing in on a couple of videos that we knew would hit on the YouTube algorithm just to get our name out there. It doesn't necessarily translate directly to subscribers, but it gets your name out there and it gets you that opportunity to get a click rate, right? So somebody clicks on your gas station video and they go, okay, so this was a pretty good video. What else have these guys done? Let's take a look. You can get somebody to go through maybe 2 or 3 or 4 videos of yours and they buy into what you're doing and they feel that there's some value to the content that you're putting out there. They're more inclined to actually subscribe to your channel.
For example, y'all want an example? I'll give you an example. We be getting comments lately on one particular video. You know what I'm saying? That video happens to be our first gas station cigar video.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we told you before that video is up to maybe 24,000 views, okay? And we've had actually a lot of our spurts just from that one video.
Yeah.
And as people who click rate went through that one video, they haven't seen any of our other videos, not from the beginning and none that came out after that. But they said just because of that video, the click rate of that video is what brought people to our channel. So that's exactly what he was talking about.
That's right.
All right, man, so the most important thing that we've learned, I mean, we've watched plenty of videos of how to grow your YouTube channel. And one thing that we kind of focused on and what people hone in is protecting your brand.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Making sure that your brand is strong, you stand behind not only what you do, but you stand behind what you're giving to your audience. That is the most important. So that's making sure that, you know, we watch what we do, we watch what we say, and we make sure that when people hear of Bound in Smoke, when people hear of the Cigar Titans, they feel trusted to come into our community and see what we got to offer.
That's right. I think, you know, as time goes on, you know, the most important thing about protecting your brand is really building trust around your brand and what you stand for. Especially doing, YouTube videos, you got to be mindful of that when you're putting out content. You don't want to do anything that's going to tarnish, your brand or anything like that. When you're doing collab videos, you always want to keep in mind like who you're going to be doing a collab video with. I was watching a video recently, pretty popular YouTube attorney online, so I watch his videos, to get advice and stuff like that. And one of those things that, he was talking about with doing collabs with other YouTubers is making sure that you're protecting your brand, especially if you're going onto their show, because at that point you lose a lot of that creativity or that the ability to market yourself. You're really kind of putting your creativity and your brand's creativity in the hands of somebody else.
Somebody else, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's all about the equation of the success rate of not only your brand but your channel. You know what I'm saying? If you need some kind of example, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So think of it like this. You know what I'm saying? So you got a parabola, right? You know what a parabola is? All statistics. Check this out. So the median is a success rate. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the parabola, you know what I'm saying, you want your channel to be at. So you got to make sure that you got your standard deviations on each side. So you got to make sure that your standard deviation, the flap in the middle, is about 0.06. That's where you want to be at. So you got to make sure you are 17 standard deviations from the middle to guarantee your success rate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you got it. So I mean, that's how you do that. When we sit here time and time, night and night, to develop these equations to make sure that we're on the right track.
Well, you don't want to have a bad parabola.
So, everything we talked about thus far will work out for any YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're single or you got a partner. But let's kind of cover the importance of having a YouTube channel with a partner.
Okay. I think the most important thing to having a partner, and this goes beyond, Brother Stogie, this goes beyond just YouTube. I mean, if you're looking to go into business with anybody,
coffee shop, don't matter.
Doesn't matter. I think one of the most important things you've got to have is communication. If you don't have the communication between you and your business partner, then that relationship is going to be short-lived. And look, there are going to be some times where you have to have some uncomfortable conversations, and Brother Stogie and I have had some very uncomfortable conversations before when it came to our vision for the channel, our vision for the business, what direction we see things going in the future. But if you don't have those conversations, then you may as well not get into business with that person at all.
Now, mind you, a bit of our success relies on our brotherhood.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because we were already brothers before we did this. We were already family years and years, over 20 years. We've been family, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of adds to our success. But like he said, just like we told you, don't be afraid for no's and don't be afraid for silences when you ask some people to come on your show and support your channel. You can't be afraid to approach your partner or your boy or your girl, that you're doing business with. You can't be afraid. There's been plenty of times where, he's thought something, you know what I'm saying, but he didn't say it for whatever reason. But because I know him, you know what I'm saying, hey bro, like I know you said this, but say what you really want. You know what I'm saying? Say how you really don't hold it back because you think it's gonna hurt my feelings. Just say it. And then eventually, he said it. Like I knew you felt that way. Just say it. Tell me how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And I tell him, I was an asshole. I was like, I went against the grain because I knew you wasn't gonna say something.
Yeah, don't be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? That should be a part of the lesson.
Don't be. Sometimes you gotta be an asshole to say shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to say something. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes an asshole friend to say some stuff so they come out of their shell. You know what I'm saying? Like we brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to tell me something or I ain't did something wrong. We both knew at this. You know what I'm saying? I might mess up. You know what I'm saying? I might do something that because my individual interest or my individual whatever that took us outside of what we're doing might have went against the grain.
Right. Well, like you said, we're new at this, and building a business with somebody, you've got to have a level of trust with your business partner or whoever you're doing business with. And if that level of communication isn't there, like I said, then that business or that partnership is going to struggle. You've got to be able to communicate with the person you're working with so that they know where you're coming from. And that's to say, like, this is a long-term thing for Brother Stogie and I. We know that in the future there's probably going to be more uncomfortable conversations somewhere down the road, but those conversations absolutely have to happen in order to push this forward.
And we've already established a guideline that no matter what, our family comes first. You know what I'm saying? So if we come to a point to where we figure out that we're fighting more than being family, it ain't even worth it anymore.
All right, so Brother Stogie, before we go, we promised that we were going to be doing a giveaway on our last gas station cigar video.
Yeah.
And for everybody who participated in the contest, huge thank you. All you had to do was enter hashtag gas station cigars in the comments, and we told you we were gonna go ahead and pick a winner. So we're at that time.
Yeah, man, so we about to randomly pick, we're gonna do 2 winners. 2, because we got a lot of damn cigars to give away. So 2, all right? So, hey, executive assistant, hey, hit the randomizer.
Yeah, she's got it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right? First winner.
It is Che Chang Lin. I hope I am pronouncing that name correctly. So Che Chang Lin, if you're seeing this video, you've got 5 days to hit us back. Go ahead and email me. Our email is in the description or on our homepage on YouTube. Send me your information and we'll get a few of these gas station smokes sent out to you as soon as possible. But Brother Stogie, because we have such a huge quantity of these gas station smokes, I was thinking maybe we could pick one more winner.
Yeah, I told him to.
Oh, you did?
Yep, I told him to.
Okay, well.
Hey, executive assistant,
All
hit
right.
the randomizer.
This winner is Ishmael Fuentes.
Yes, remember 5 days, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? Just give us the contact information so we can send these sticks out to you. Please, watch the video in its entirety so you can see that you won. Because if we don't get your name, you don't win.
That's right, because you got 5 days. So by the time we put up the next video, if we haven't gotten a response back from you yet, we're going to pick 2 more winners.
Yes. And we got another big giveaway coming up soon.
We do, but I don't want to talk about that just yet.
We're not going to tell them, but we just let them know.
It's a big one.
They got to keep watching.
It's a big one.
Yes. A real big one.
So Brother Stogie, that's all the time we got today.
Yeah, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this little how-to YouTube tutorial from your boys, the Cigar Titans, Brother Stogie and Cigar Titan. If you're not following us on our social media platforms yet, hit us up on Facebook, Cigar Titan, Brother Stogie, BROTHA, Stogie. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, Cigar Titan, Brother, BROTHA _ Stogie. Hit us up, send us a DM, say hi, you know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of our, yeah, like that. You know what I'm saying?
Cheesy white friend.
Translucent white. Shit. Anyway, yo, shout out to Modern 9 Coffee, you know what I'm saying? We got some surprises coming from them too. If y'all for all our coffee lovers, we like to pair cigars with coffee. We got more coffee coming to you. But anyway, hey, if you're new to our channel, subscribe. If you haven't got the wife and the auntie in the same house subscribe to our channel yet, you got another week to do so. Tell them to subscribe to our channel. Like this video. YouTube likes our likes. It makes our videos go that way.
We likes our likes too.
We likes our likes. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube likes our likes. Makes our videos go up that way. You know, hit that bell notification. You get a new notification every time Cigar Titans put up a new video. Hey, so if that one person didn't contact The Rock because you're like, hey, they ain't serious. We serious. Call The Rock. Tell him we got his tequila now. And we need him to come on the show and say hi. We know it's expensive for The Rock to come on the show. But we just want to come, hey, do you smell it? And then he can go. You know what I'm saying? Because just that little part probably gonna be too expensive for us to pay them. You know what I'm saying? Or just go do an eyebrow. You know what I'm saying?
And
then
then out.
You know, then you can go, Dwayne. You know what I'm saying? We can't afford you really right now. We just want to bless.
You see the way our bank account is set up.
You know what I'm saying? Our offshore account got closed last week. You know what I'm saying? So we can't afford you. We just want like an eyebrow or expression or just like, oh, what's up? All right? We love you. Live how you smoke how you live. And that's smooth, baby.
We'll see you guys next week.